Wir nannten sie die anderen. Was wollen Sie denn?
Die Erde. Aus diesem Grund sind Sie hier, Cassie. Sie brauchen die Erde.
When we saw the trailer this morning with the shot of the mothership orbiting the Earth, we had to think about Independence Day. So can you talk a bit about how do you think, what are the distinctive features about the fifth wave?
Well, the way in which this alien invasion occurs is it brings very real elements, things that have occurred perhaps in the past 10 years by degrees, natural disasters and technology, and these are all things that I think we have some familiarity with, some relationship to. So I think the fifth wave, like all good science fiction, ultimately asks the question of who are the aliens?
And I think if I was an alien and I was looking over on planet Earth for the last 2,000 years and seeing the wars and seeing all the things that we've kind of done to our planet, I'd probably think that we're not worthy occupants. Unless I was actually put on the Earth and I realised that human beings have all the qualities that human beings have.
Die anderen bereiten sich auf die 5. Welle vor. Sie haben die Fähigkeit, menschliche Körper zu besetzen und sie zu kontrollieren. Sie sehen genauso aus wie wir.
Was sollen wir jetzt machen?
Füreinander da sein.
And speaking about strong female leads, this seems to be a thing at the moment. Do you feel like part of a revolution or maybe at least an important shift?
Yes, I mean, I think that what we're doing right now is slightly prolific in the fact that we're finally shifting the tides and, we're making female-centric roles not, an anomaly. We're making it, something that is common ground that everyone can see and hear and every poster. And, we're making it to where no one balks at it anymore. It just is life, which is what it should always be.
Ich weiß, dass du ein Mensch bist.
Wieso?
Wenn du einer von denen wärst, hättest du mich schon längst erschossen.
The extraordinary thing about Cassie seems to be that she's not extraordinary at all and doesn't have any special skills. Does it make it harder or easier to play such a character?
I think it's an interesting character to play for me because I'm trained in certain skills and self-defense skills, and then when you go to play a character that has none of those skills, it's like you have to forget everything you know. I would be in the fight sequences and I would be doing it very specifically, and they'd be like, it's too much, like you gotta trip over yourself, like you've never done this before, and it was hard for me, definitely. It was difficult for me to forget everything that's been ingrained into me.
Ich muss zu meinem Bruder.
Ich bring dich hin. Du weißt gar nichts über ihn.
Die anderen haben Sam geholt und ich hole ihn zurück.
Till a few years ago, it was like when you wanted to do a special effects movie, you got someone from the advertisement, whatever. And nowadays you did Colin Trevorrow, Jurassic World, and now with Jay Blake, this movie. Like, do you feel a difference on set when you have like a character-driven director instead of a special effects-driven director?
Well, I think both Colin and Jay are character-driven directors, and they kind of took a chance in making these films which are more effects-driven. And so that definitely showed through for them. I mean, on set, they were all about the scene and the character.
Jay Blakeson, I think, is a brilliant director, and he really brought a lot of humanity to the script, and he made sure that we kept, the emotional relationship, that was obviously surrounded by the crazy sci-fi of it all, but we wanted to keep it intimate and important. That way, us as humans, we don't feel disconnected.
Wenn die 5. Welle Erfolg hat, wird die Menschheit vom Angesicht der Erde verschwinden.
With films like this, some of them like immediately conquer the pop culture together with their stars, and others are more or less forgotten after half a year. And I think both situations are very difficult to handle as an actor. Do you prepare in any way for the reactions to this?
I really don't. I kind of just I was just so excited to read this script and to learn that Chloe was involved and that Jay Blakeson was a director that I really wanted to work with, was involved. And for me, it was just, if you relate to the script and relate to the character and there's people there that you want to work with, I think that's the most important thing.
Hopefully, people enjoy the film and they have a fun time. I mean, that's the main idea behind most of these films is entertainment and just having a good time in the theater, and I hope most people were able to do that.
Die anderen sehen unsere Hoffnung als eine Schwäche an, aber sie irren sich.
Das ist unser Zuhause. Sie werden es nicht erobern.